What critically acclaimed movie is hated now?
Song of the South won Oscars and had one of the most iconic Disney songs in the last half of the 20th century. Now Disney has more or less scrubbed it completely from availability.
The Blind Side.
I haven't seen anyone mention Captain Phillips yet. Apparently the real-life guy was warned to take a much wider berth around the Horn of Africa, specifically BC, of the threat of pirates. But he wanted to save time and what do you know? There were pirates. Apparently the crew was pissed the movie made him look like such a hero, when the situation was basically his fault.
The Birth of a Nation.
Wasn't American Sniper critically acclaimed until they found out the guy made a bunch of it up?
Crash, the Paul Haggis one.
Shakespeare in Love.
The English Patient never survived Seinfeld lighting it up for being long and boring.
Blue is the Warmest Color was critically acclaimed for being a queer movie in an industry where there were very few. Then it turned out the director dude made it a nightmare for the leads to work in it. And this is not an unpopular opinion anymore, but the explicit scenes in the movie come across as porn, and TBH it comes off a more hypersexualized depiction of lesbians than celebration of a lesbian love story.
The English Patient. Thanks, Elaine. Edit. For those who don't know, https://u.b/c5vluh1bxo. C equals __AVVAT_VHZJ1DD.
Crash, the dumb racism is bad one. Not the car accidents give James Spader a boner one.
I've heard people call Forrest Gump a boomer fanfiction. I still like it. Supersize Me. That lying piece of shit.
For a while there, Bird Box was hot shit and the movie that everyone had to see. Now it seems like most everyone thinks it's stupid.
The Blind Side.
Supersize Me. The creator took a lot of liberties, and people have been unable to replicate his results. He was also an alcoholic, which obviously skewed the results. Traffic 2001 for Oscars, and had a 93% RT score. Watched it recently. It's like a really preachy and flat episode of Narcos. IDK if it's hated today, but it seems pretty much forgotten. The other big acclaim films that year: Gladiator, Almost Famous, Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. Aaron Brockovich had a lot more staying power.
Slumdog Millionaire was not as good the second viewing onward. Fantastic soundtrack though.
The Force Awakens. When it came out, the sentiment was overwhelmingly Star Wars is back, but in hindsight it really doesn't hold up at all.
Birth of a Nation.
Anything by Woody Allen.